Now, today we are going to discuss a new lesson. We are going to discuss a new lesson today, that is purchases. We are going to discuss that is 10th lesson of grade 10. That is the first lesson of the grade 10 last term, which means third term. Understand? Now, today we are going to discuss. You see, now so far we have been discussing that is cash book, and then bank account, and then petty cash book, and then we have prepared bank reconciliation statement. Now we are going to discuss other prime books. You see, namely purchases journal, sales journal, and general journal. Just try to understand. We are going to discuss. Already we have discussed cash book and then petty cash book, as well as we have discussed how to prepare a bank reconciliation statement. Now today we are going to start a new lesson. The other prime books, mainly purchases journal and sales journal, as well as the general journal. Right, now let's discuss, start discussing this lesson. Now please write down the topic page. Topic topic is, that is purchases journal. Our topic is purchases journal. Yes. Now just try to understand the meaning of purchases journal. Now this is another prime book that we are going to discuss. Now look at the way we are to discuss that purchases journal. Just try to understand how to understand purchases journal. Now look at the definition of that. Businesses purchase goods with the objective of resale. Just try to understand. Businesses purchase goods with the objective of reselling. You see, businesses purchase goods with the objective of reselling. These goods are purchased either on cash basis or on credit basis. Now, goods can be purchased by a business on cash basis or on credit basis. Now, goods purchased on credit basis are recorded in a separate record named as purchases journal. Now, what are the items recorded in the purchases journal? Now, you know, if purchase is made on cash, if some purchases are made on cash, it is recorded in the cash book. Understand? It is recorded in the cash book. Sometimes, you know, goods may be purchased on credit with the purpose of reselling. Understand? That is what we call the trading goods. Now, if a business purchases goods for reselling, those goods are called trading goods. Understand? Trading goods. Now, for example, Samudra Book House is concerned. Trading goods are stationery items, because you go to the Samudra Book House with the purpose of purchasing a stationery item. Now, you go to Sarasai Bookshop with the purpose of purchasing the stationery item. Now, those stationery items are called trading goods. Now, you go to No Limit with the purpose of purchasing what? Cloth materials. Now, for No Limit, trading goods are cloth materials. Understand? Now, you go to a shed, petrol shed, to get some petrol. Now, the trading out of good of that petrol shed is what we call petrol and diesel. Understand? You go to a hotel to purchase something. Now, food items. Now, those food items are what we call trading goods. Now, if these trading goods are purchased on cash, those are recorded in the cash book. Understand? Those are recorded in the cash book. If those goods are purchased on credit, those items are recorded in the purchases journal. Can you understand? I feel that it is easy for you to understand. So that just try to understand. These goods are purchased either on cash basis or on credit basis. Goods purchased on credit basis are recorded in a separate record named as purchases journal. This is also known as purchases table. Right. Now let's write a sentence This is how you have to define the concept of purchases journal. Please write it down. Goods purchased. Please write it down. Goods purchased on credit with the intention of reselling. With the intention of reselling. Goods purchased on credit with the intention of reselling. With the intention of reselling. With the intention of reselling. Are first recorded in the purchases journal. Purchases journal. Those goods are called trading goods. Trading goods. In Sinhala, අපි කියන පුතේ වෙළඳ භාණ්ඩ තොග. Trading goods. වෙළඳ භාණ්ඩ තොග. Source document is purchases invoice. Purchases invoice. Source document is purchases invoice. Source document is purchases invoice. Right. Now look at that example. The purchases of trade goods, don't write them out, on credit basis are initially recorded in the purchases journal. Basically, they are recorded in the purchases journal. Now, for example, if a business buys and sells stationeries, the purchase of stationeries on credit, can you understand? Basis is recorded in the purchases journal. That is why I told you, if trading goods are purchased on credit, trading goods means goods for resale. That is why now, for example, now Janaka Bogulaga and company, they sell lands. They sell lands. Understand? So if they purchase land on credit, these are what you call trading goods. Now, Indra traders, they purchase this, buy and sell vehicles. Understand? Indra traders, they buy and sell vehicles. If Indra traders purchases some vehicles on credit, these are called trading goods, so that recorded in the purchases journal. Now, if Samudra Book House purchases a motor vehicle on credit, it cannot be recorded in the purchases journal. Because you know that you are not going to Samudra Bookshop to purchase vehicles. Because why? Samudra Bookshop is not buying and selling vehicles. Understand? Now, Jinapala and company, they are using electronic apparatus. Electronic apparatus. Now, if they purchase electronic apparatus on credit, that can be recorded in the purchases journal. Very simply, Tama Sarale නැවත විකිණීම සඳහා ණයට ගන්නා භාණ්ඩ තොග. නැවත විකිණීම සඳහා ණයට ගන්නා භාණ්ඩ තොග. You see, credit purchase of goods for resale. Credit purchase of trading goods. Understand? Then if a business buys and sells stationery, the purchase of stationery on credit basis is recorded in the purchases journal. If a business buys and resells automobiles, the purchase of automobiles on credit basis is recorded in the purchases journal. I feel that it is very clear for you. When purchasing goods on credit basis, the parties providing goods are known as suppliers or creditors. Now they become the creditors. Now if you purchase something from Samudra Bookshop on credit basis, Samudra Bookshop is the supplier or the creditor. If you purchase some cloth material from that is No Limit on credit, No Limit is the creditor or the supplier. The debt owed to creditors are liabilities of the business. Suppliers, business suppliers, when providing goods on credit, prepare and send a source document including information regarding that supply. The source document is called invoice. That is what we call the purchases invoice. Purchases invoice. Right. Now look at that here. This is what we call the purchaser's invoice. Now they look at that. This is the invoice number. Understand? This is the invoice number. Now this is the person who buys or sells. Now this is the seller. Now this is the buyer. This is the buyer, which refers to your order. Now you see manager. Now this is the seller or supplier. This is the buyer. Now here serial number, description, quantity, unit price, value. Now these are the items recorded in the purchaser's invoice. Drawing books, how much? 40. Unit price, price per one. Then how much? That is 100. Then 40 into 100 means 400, 4,000 is the total value. Now CR books, how much? How many books you have purchased? 200. Per book is, that is 130. Then 200 into 130 is 26,000. Then excise books, 120. Number of books, 120. Per book, 60. And then 200. Total is 37,200. Now you see trading discounts. Trading discounts means amount deducted from the pack of goods that you have purchased. Understand? Amount deducted from the bag of materials that you have purchased. Now total purchase is 37,200. 10% trade discount is deducted. Then 3720. This is the amount that you have to pay. This is the amount that you have to pay. Now this is what we call the purchaser's invoice. Now all checks should be written in favor of Deshan Bookshop, because Deshan Bookshop is the supplier. And cross condition 530 net, which 530 means 530. You have to send, you see, before 530. Pahai tihat kali niwan check mudal giwan net 60. Then me එතකොට දින 60ක් ඇතුළත කොහොමද යවන්න ඕනේ? ඒකයි මේකෙන් කියන්නේ. 5:30 වෙනකොට යවන්න ඕනේ උපරිම කාලය දින 60. ඔන්න නිර්මාල් පෙරේරා තමයි අස්සම් කරලා තියෙන්නේ. Now you see, this is what we call the nature of a purchaser's invoice. With the paid purchaser's invoice. Understand? Right. Now here you see the purchaser's journal. Date, invoice number, supplier, total value. Right. Now let's do an example. Here you see purchaser's journal. Now look at that purchaser's journal. Look at that purchaser's journal. Credit purchase of trading goods are first recorded in the purchaser's journal. Trading goods mean goods for resale. Source document is purchaser's invoice. In a business firm, goods can be purchased on credit basis or cash basis. If they are purchased on cash, they are recorded in the cash book. It's okay. When goods are purchased on credit basis, creditor is created. Then double entry appears here. Now here you see the double entry for credit purchase. How can you? Purchaser's account debit and then creditor's account credit. Purchaser's account debit, creditor's account credit. Now here you see, for example, here you see the supplier, here the buyer, here the invoice number. You can name it, supplier or creditor. Please write it down. You can, here you can write it. Here, use an arrow. Supplier or creditor. Supplier or creditor. And then invoice number, purchaser or buyer, purchaser or buyer. Here order reference. Here you see discount, trade-in discount. Here trade-in discount. Here total payable, total payable. Here supplier or creditor. Here invoice number. Here buyer or the debtor, buyer, or you can say buyer or purchaser. Here order reference, order reference. Here trade-in discount, trade-in discount. Here total payable. Total payable. This is an invoice, purchases invoice. Invoice number 10. You see the name of the, this is what you call the invoice number. Yes, now look at that. All checks should be written in favor of Samudra Bookhouse and Frost. Condition. On a 10/30th, you have to pay on or before. Me the higher theatre pereso, yo e dagadas. Net perimakale din happen. Right. Now answer these questions. Who is the supplier or creditor of this transaction? Answer is Samudra Bookhouse. Second one. Who is the customer or debtor of this transaction? Godege Bookhouse.
Bookhouse.
Godege Bookhouse. What is the amount recorded in the purchaser's account? Amount recorded in the purchaser's account is, this is the value. 2385. 2385. 2385. Now you see in the text guide only simple ideas are there. Now here I have deeply analyzed. What is the amount recorded in the purchaser's account? Write the double entry for this transaction. Now how can you write the double entry? Now what is debited? Purchase account debit. Purchase account debit. Write it down. Purchase account debit. Samudra Bookhouse credit. Look at that. Here you see what is the amount recorded in the purchaser's journal. Write the double entry. Now you see if the double entry is passed by here Godege Bookshop. For Godege, purchases debit. From the point of view Godege. That means Godege pattidala or they are purchaser. Now here double entry is that. How can we? Purchases account debit, Samudra Bookshop credit. Write it down. Purchases account debit, Samudra Bookshop credit. Purchases account debit, Samudra Bookshop credit. Name the authorized person that issued the invoice. Here you see the manager, that is my name. Right. Now this is how you have to do that exercise. Now let's start doing this exercise. Here you see purchaser's journal. Look at that purchaser's journal. Test 1. Following details are associated with Rohini's business. Now look at that. First one is concerned. Purchaser's account debit. Purchaser's account debit. Ranil's account credit. Here total is taken to the purchaser's account. Total is taken to the purchaser's account. Purchaser's account. As creditors, how much? That is 68,000. 68,000. Each account should be credited. Each account should be credited. Each account should be credited. Then Ranil's account credited. Ranil's account credited as purchases. You can write it as purchases. How much? That is 8,000. In this manner. Now purchases account debit. Ranil's account credit, double it. Purchases account debit, Basil's account credit. How much? 15,000. Purchases account debit, Sirisena's account credit. How much? 8,000. Yes, actually you can balance off, no matter. In the end, you can balance off the accounts. Now here I wanted to explain you how to write the double entry sum. For example, Sirisena, purchases account debit, Sirisena's account credit. Mahinda is concerned. Purchases debit, Mahinda's account credit. Tilwin is concerned, purchases debit total, Tilwin's account credit. Purchases debit, Fonseca's account credit. Purchases account debit, Achilles account credit. All those suppliers account should be credited. Total is debited to purchases account. Total is debited to purchases account. At least you have to draw up a single account based on the given formula or format. Date, description, ledger folio, value. That is how you have to draw up an account. Date, description, ledger folio, value, debit side. Date, description, ledger folio, value, credit side. So that when you draw up accounts, please write at least a single account for the given based on the given format. At least a single account based on the given format. purchases account debit, total. Here you have to write it as transfer to purchases account, total. When you write the total, transfer to purchases account, or total of purchases value should be debited to the purchases account. Each creditor's portion should be credited to each creditor's account. I feel that it is easy for you to understand. Right. Now look at second example. Prepare the purchases journal, post them into ledger accounts. Prepare the purchases journal, post them into ledger accounts. You see date is there, invoice numbers are there, suppliers are there. Here you see details are there, other details are there. Here you can find out the total value until 40 kilograms of rice, 100 per each. Then you see this how you have to take the for the Misuna disconnect like total. Once again, I'm explaining very simply for you to understand. Now, total of, you see that value is, I feel that it is 68,000. Ave hatatada. Imanam Kohamadeka generate any. When I drew up the journal entry, that is ledger accounts. Komadavi purchases account debit to purchases debit. And then the other one is relevant account should be credited. First one, I'm doing it for you, first one, for you to understand the boy or girl who missing. Yes, now here you see purchases account. Look at that. And then here I am taking Ranil's account. Now here you see total of purchases account. Here you write as transfer to purchases account. Now here as creditors. Mitra creditors here. How much? That is 68,000. Then here we are write as purchase. How much Ranil's transaction is? That is 8. Then in that manner you can credit all the values to relevant creditors. Now start doing it. Right. Now you see in that manner purchases account debit. Then you see as creditors Ranil credit. Purchases account debit, Basil credit. How much? 50. Purchases account debit, mind the credit. How much? 60. That is 80. In that manner you have to drop the ledger accounts. Right. Now now we have to start the next one. So now here you see. Now what is the value of that you have to take up here? 40 into here we have to calculate the values. How much? 40 into 100. And then values total is how much? That is 4,000. 4,000. And then trade discount 5%. Sorry, 5%. 5% means subtracted how much? 200. 200. If 10%, you see, if 10% is 400. 400 can be divided by 2. Then you can get 5%. If you take 10%, that is 4,000. 400. 400 can be divided. Then you can find out the 5%. Then 5% discount is 200. Then 200 is subtracted. Then you see the value is how much? 3,800. Then Anil value is 3,800. Just keep in mind, trade discounts are not recorded in books. Trade discounts are not recorded in books. Then date, invoice number 30, supplier Anil. Then the other one is supplier Anil, value 3,800. Now here 15 to 200. 50 to 200. Take out the value. 50 to 200. Here 50 into 200 equals 10,000. 10,000. Trade discount is 10%. 10% means 1,000. Then minus 1,000. Minus 1,000. Then 9,000 is the value. 9,000 is the value. Then here date, invoice number 31, Sunil, value is 900. Value is 900. Next one, 100 into 50. 100 into 50. Here you see 100 into 50. then you are getting the value that is 5,000. 5,000. Then trade discount is 2%. 2%. Calculate the 2% of trade discount out of 5,000. If it is 10%, 500. Divided by 500. See whether the discount is 100. See whether the 2% discount is 100. Because you see, if 10% discount is there, 500. 500. 500 should be divided by 5. Then you can get 100. Then you see date, invoice number 32, Ranil, how much? 4,900. The value that should be recorded, 4,900. You have to practice this format. Date, invoice number, supplier value. Here, look at the next one. Here 150 into 100. 100 equals how much? 15,000. 15,000. Trade discount 5%. 5%, if 10% is 1,500. If it is 10%, 1,500. Divided by 2, then you can get 5%. 750. 750. Then you see discount that should be deducted is 750. Out of 15,000, 750 should be subtracted. Then 14,250. 14,250. Now date, invoice number, Vimal, 14,250. Next one, 120 into 50. 125 into 50. Then 125 into 50 means value is how much? 6,250. Look at that, 6,250. No discounts, no trade discounts. Then value is 6,250. Then here, date, invoice number, name of supplier, 6,250. 6,250. And then you can take the total here. Take out the total here. Take out the total here. You can write it here as for total. Transfer to purchases account. Here you can write it as transfer to purchases account. Transfer to purchases account. Transfer to purchases account. Transfer to purchases account. Right. Now I feel that it is easy for you to manage purchases journal and then purchases account. Then how can we total of purchases account should be debited? Here you see total of purchases account should be debited. Each account should be credited. Each account should be credited. Here you are getting the total of purchases account. Total of purchases account. Purchases account debit as creditors. Total. Total is debited to purchases account as creditors. Each personal creditor should be credited. Here this is how you have to record the way you have to practice it. Purchases account debit total as creditors. Each creditor should be credited here. Each creditor should be credited his portion. His portion should be credited as purchases. Purchases, 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 purchases. Purchases account debit total of value 45,900 as creditors. Right. Now look at this sum. Third one. Look at this one. Another example. Following ledger accounts appear in the ruinous business. Now these are the ledger accounts. Now you know ledger accounts are prepared after preparing the purchases journal. Now after preparing the purchases journal, they have prepared what we call the ledger accounts. We are asked to prepare the purchases journal as appeared before preparing the ledger. You have to prepare the purchases journal. Right. Now start doing purchases journal now. Purchases journal with regard to these values. With regard to these values, please prepare the purchases journal. Very simple for you to understand. If trade discount is 10%. Now here look at the first one. 13,500. Now this is how you have to calculate those values. Now here 13,000. Now if trade discount is concerned, now if 100 is the value after deducting trade discount, it is the value that is 9 is the amount after deducting trade discount. And then discount is 10. Discount is 10. Now this is the trade discount. This is the value after deducting trade discount. You see this 13,500 is equal 90. Because here it is recorded after deducting trade discount. Understand? After deducting trade discount, these values have been recorded. So that if 13,500 is concerned, this is how you have to calculate. 13,500 should be deducted by 9 because it is equal to 9. Sorry, divided by 9. Divided by 9. And then we need to find out the total value before deducting trade discount. Then you have to, you see, multiply by 100. Now look at the value. Then you can get the value, discount value. Now look at the, before discounting, invoice value. Now look at the 13,500. Take out the value 13,500 divided by 90 into 100. That is 15,000. Now the value is 15,000. Look at that. Now invoice value is how much? 15,000. Invoice value. So that Aruni's invoice value is 15,000. Solve for Aruni, that is 15,000. Trade discount deducted was, that is 10%. Now 15,000, 10% discount is, that is, you see, 15,000 subtracted discount. How much discount is 10% means 15,000. Then you are getting what you call 13,500. In the same way, 4,500 divided by 90 into 100. 8,100 divided by 90 into 100. Take out the value before deducting discount. Now here, that is why I told you that method balanda me then 13,500ක් තියෙන discount එක අඩු කළාට පස්සේනේ නේද හැමලාම trade discount අඩු කරලානේ අපි මේක වාර්තා කරලා තියෙන්නේ එhmenan අපි හිතුවොත් එහෙම trade discount එක 110ක් අඩු කරපුවම 90 යගේ ඉතුරු වෙන්නේ. ඒතර අපි 90 වගේ තමයි මේ හැමතැනම වාර්තා කරලා තියෙන්නේ 90 යගේ තියෙන්නේ. හරි. CA කියන්නේ discount සහිත මේ discount එක trade discount එක මේ වාර්තා කළාගේ මේ දෙකේ එකතු. එතකොට දැන් මේ ලියලා තියෙන 13,500 ඒක සමාන වෙන්නේ 90ට. 90ට සමාන. එනිසා අපි 90ෙන් බෙදලා අපිට ගන්න ඕන 100ගෙනේ. අපි 100ෙන් වැඩි කරනවා. එතකොට එනවා ඩිස්කවුන්ට් අඩු කරන්න කලින් තිබුණාද? 100ට සමානද? මෙන්න 15,000 කියන්නේ ඩිස්කවුන්ට් අඩු කරන්න කලින් තිබුණා. මේකෙන් තමයි 10% අඩු කරපුවා මේ දැන් මේක තමයි වාර්තා කරලා. නම් මේකත් 4,500 කියන එක 90 වලින් බෙදලා 100 වලින් වැඩි කළොත් එනවා ඩිස්කවුන්ට් අඩු කරන්න කලින් තිබ්බියද බලන්න කීය දෙන්නේ කියලා 5000 නේ 5000
yes sir
ඔව් 5000 10010ක් අඩු කරොත් 500යි මේ 4500 ඩිස්කවුන්ට් අඩු කරන්න කලින් තිබුණේ 5000 දැන් 4500 මෙතන මම හිතන්නේ කලින් තියෙන්නේ නැති 9000 මෙතන 10000ක් තියෙනවා බලන්න in that manner. Right, now you see, we completed. Now, if you look at the text guide එකේ ගත්තොත් මෙන්න අපිට පේනවනේ උත්තරයක් නෑ හරි ප්‍රශ්න නෑ activities කරන්නයි තියෙන්නේ පස්සේ. Here you see purchases account as creditors. You see total should be credited. Here you see I feel that it is clear for you now. Total of here debited to purchases account, or you can write it as transferred to purchases account. Total. Now total should be transferred to purchases account. Here you see purchases account as creditors. As credited. Now here the format of an account. Date, description, ledger folio, value. Date, description, ledger folio, value. And then purchases account debit. Nimal's portion 28,000. Here you see 28,000. Namal's portion 22,000. Namal's portion 22,000 credit. And then purchases account debit. Sahan's portion 28,000 credit. And then the other ones are concerned. Here you see Sahan's account. And then other accounts can be written down as well. Purnima's account, and then purchases account debit, Purnima's account credit. Here see, Purnima twice. Understand? Total can be taken. This is how you have to write that is purchases journal and ledger account. And then here you see there is an activity. Look at that activity. Prepare the purchases journal. Look at that. Prepare the purchases journal with the information given below of Indica's business. Right now, please start doing the purchases journal. Purchases journal. Everything is okay. The value is date, invoice number, supplier, and then value. Right. Here only one difference should be created. Date is not matter. It is same in the purchases journal. Invoice number is also same. Supply is so same. Here net value mentioned in the invoice. Here you have write as value. Here you have write as value. Purchase journal value. Date, invoice number, purchase, supply value. Please write down based on this format. Based on this format. And in the end, you can write this sentence definitely. After totaling the value, you are write the sentence here. Here you are write as debited to the purchases account. Unless or until you don't write this sentence, it doesn't become a purchases journal. Now here the problem is that everything is there in this draft. Even this draft is concerned, everything is there, but there is no sentence debited to purchases account, and this is not valid. Instead, this should be total. Pay attention on this format. Here you take the total value and here you write as debited to purchases account. That's all. Right. Now let's move on to the second one. Activity 2. Prepare the purchases journal for the month of May 2021 or 22 of Sevandi business using the information given below and post them into ledger accounts. Now see date, invoice, supplier. Now calculate the values. Then 20 into 200, which means 4,000. Out of 4,000, trade discount should be deducted. Then 400 should be deducted. 3,600 I feel. 30 into 250, 5% should be deducted. 30 into 400, no discount. 20 into 240, 10% discount. Right now, please don't mention the discount value. You see, now if you calculate the values here, first one is concerned 20 into 200. Then total is 4,000. And then trade discount is that is 400. And then value is that should be recorded is 3,000. Look at the first one. Second one is concerned 30 into 250. 250. Then equals I feel that 7,500 minus 5% trade discount. 5% trade discount. 10% got to 750. You can buy 375. Look at that. Then you see value is 7,125. Next one. 30 into 400 equals 12,000. No discount should be deducted. No discount should be deducted. Next one. 20 to 240 equals 4,800. Now look at next one. Then last one. 20 into 400. Then value is how much? 8,000. Now this is how you have to record. These are the values that should be recorded. 3,600, 7,125, 12,000, 4,800, 8,000. PR 3,600, Sunil 7,125, Ranil 12,000, PL 4,800, Sunil 8,000. And then after total, you can write it as debited to purchases account. Debited to purchases account. Write it as debited to purchases account. Total. Total should be how much? Total should be I got that 35,525. 35,525. Total is 35,525. See whether it is correct or not. Yes, 35,525. Debited to purchases account. Total. Now thereafter you can start writing. See whether you asked to prepare the ledger accounts. Post them into ledger account. Yes. Total should be debited to purchasers account as creditors. Total of that is 35,525 should be debited to purchasers account. Should be debited to purchasers account as creditors. Here you see purchasers account as creditors. You see, as here you see total is debited to purchasers account as creditors. And then each creditor should be credited as purchases. Each creditor should be credited as purchases. Each creditor should be credited as purchase. Yes. Now look at that. And now we have completed even activity 1 and then activity 2. Now you see, we have discussed next one, sales journal. Second one is sales journal. Now already once again I am explaining you. Now purchases journal is the prime entry book in which credit purchase of trading goods are recorded. Credit purchase of trading goods are recorded. Trading goods means goods for resale. Goods for resale. If these goods for resale are purchased on credit basis, they should be recorded in the purchases journal. Source document is, that is purchases invoice. Source document is purchases invoice. Now, after recording in the purchases journal, you know that after recording in the purchases journal, then total of purchases journal, here look at that. Total of purchases journal is debited to purchases account. Here you see. Total of purchases journal, here total of purchases journal should be debited to purchases account as creditors. As creditor. And then each creditor or supplier should be credited as purchases based on the portion of the credit. His portion as purchases. For example, normal credit, how much? 22,000 as purchases. Now the double entry is that purchases account debit, then normal account credit 22,000. Then purchases account debit, Sahan's account credit 28,000. Understand? This is how you have to post them to the ledger accounts. Now, when we prepare the ledger accounts, total of the value is debited to purchases account. Each creditor should be credited his portion of amount. And also keep in mind that trade discounts are not recorded in books. That is what you have to identify. Right. In the end of this discussion, please type this sentence at the end of the discussion. Put an asterisk mark and write it down. After preparing, please write it down. After preparing the purchases journal, total of the purchases journal here, total of the purchases journal should be posted to the purchases account, as debit. Each creditor, next point, each creditor should be credited his portion of value. Please write the double entry. Purchases account debit. Please write down in this manner. Purchases account debit. And then creditors account credit. Now this is the double entry. Here you can write total of purchases journal. Here you can write as total of purchases journal. Within bracket, write as total of purchases. Here his portion, purchases account debit, total of purchases journal, creditors account credit, his portion. Now that is how, based on that description, here you see, here total is debited, each credit should be credited as purchases. Understand? With that we have, yes, problems?
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, no problem.
No problem. Yes. Then with that discussion, we are going to finish that purchases journal. Then now next week, as usual, we are going to discuss in the next discussion. We are going to discuss that is sales journal as another primary book. Sales journal. We are going to discuss next in the next session.